still feel the same. Still feel the same.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Coming Up Comic and Film. I am your host, Kelly McG, and I'm coming at you today with episode 16 of Coming Up Comic and Film, and coming at you live from the studio. It is February 7th, 2026, and the Olympics just started. We are in a new year, and today I thought I'd do something a little different and give an update on plans for this year in my personal artistic journey, and give a recap of last year and some of the achievements made, some of the progress made. There's still a lot to do. There's a lot to be done, as always. But I'm excited. I'm really proud to be a part of the Chicago artist community. I think we are on a fertile ground here in Chicago, and we are creating some neat things, and the energy is really good. Yeah. So I'm excited for 2026 and to see what this new year brings to all of us. But yeah, so episode 16 with the podcast. Of course, we are a year in, and it's been a great year. Last year was a wonderful year. It was a milestone year in that not only a year of the podcast, but also I celebrated 5 years of performing stand-up in August of last year. So now it's been like 5.5 years. Wow. Time flies. But looking back, I thought it'd be fun to talk about my first time when I did stand-up comedy. And it's funny because I really didn't plan to do stand-up. I was like a little bit of a performer in that I did some acting in high school, but like as an extra, like nothing major whatsoever. That said, it was after the pandemic, the summer of 2020, and I had a tragedy that happened the fall before. In 2019, but I had started watching some outdoor comedy, and I started attending this outdoor open mic. It was called, what the heck? Open mic. Out in the open mic. That was it. Out in the open mic. That was the name of the mic. And so it was cool, the concept, because, couldn't be indoors in that. So this mic was outdoors at local Chicago parks. And I was watching just, as an audience member. And then, I got to thinking of things that I thought were funny and things that were funny to me and what I would do. if I were on stage. And that was really how it started, was just as the thought just grew and grew in my mind. But one day I just, maybe I hit the vape pen too many times that day, but it seemed like a good time to ask if I could get my name on the list. There was a couple guys controlling the list, and they were super nice and encouraged me and said, you should do it, you should do it. So put my name on the list, and I think I went and had a cigarette, came back, and I did it. And it was a cool moment. I think I was fairly funny for for what it was at that moment, and also pity. People just are always very supportive of a comic during their first open mic. But yeah, everybody was really supportive. And I remember I said a lot, and I definitely was nervous. But afterward, it was cool because one of the other comedians came over to me, and he fist pumped me. And he was like, congratulations, you're officially a comedian. And I thought that was cool, because it was like, I did it that one time. And so for that moment in time, I was that, and I could say that I had done that. And yeah, it's cool because I obviously stuck with it and continued to go to open mics, and always loved going to Power Hour. Looking forward to that on Friday nights. Still go to Power Hour when I can make it, but that was a great mic for me, and fun because there's a lot of friends there. And that's something that I have loved so much about the comedy world, is the people I've met, the connections I've made, the moments I've had. It's been really cool to work with the talented people of Chicago, and I look forward to many, many more years of collaboration with a lot of these really cool artists. But yeah, another milestone, which I'm super proud of, is definitely Comedy and Caviar. We are a year into Comedy and Caviar at Les Bouchons. Our next show coming up is February 15th, 2026. And I would say to get tickets, but I think we're almost sold out. The evening show is all sold out, and the matinees, literally just a few tickets left. But if you can't catch us in February, please hit us up for March, April, May, and get into a Comedy and Caviar near you soon. And yeah, so let's see what else. Since my comedy career started, proud to say I was an extra in John Silver's movie, The Premiere. It's funny because he likes to say, he reminds me that I was a featured extra just to make me feel better. But I did that. I did some acting classes in New York with Peter Vack. I think I did 3 or 4 of sessions. Learned a lot from Peter. That was super cool. And then Donovan, my buddy Donovan Strong O'Donnell, he made an indie comedy film based in Chicago called Be Funny. And that was definitely a highlight of some of the things that I have accomplished thus far. But certainly Comedy and Caviar has been a really nice experience for Claire and I. I mean, the production that goes into that show is definitely more than your normal comedy show, but we have really loved curating it, and yeah, it's just been really such a pleasure working with the incredible Claire Parlett, and who was nominated for Producer of the Year at the 2025 Gazelles. And yeah, not this year, but there's always next year, Claire. You're a winner in my heart. But yeah, so with the podcast 2025, 15 sit-down interviews, which I'm super proud of, with some really incredible artists, filmmakers, entertainers, and met some really great friends that I definitely plan to collaborate with in the future. And hope they're all doing well. And I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Definitely one of the highlights of last year was the mixer we did. We did a Wet Girl mixer, which was a super success. We did a really cool interview with that. And that said, we actually have another mixer coming up very soon. And this is not just a mixer. This next one is a mixer and clothing swap. So super excited about that. We've got, I'm working with Kaylee and Claire and Megan, and we're going to do a clothing swap, and more to come on that a little later. But I also wanted to talk about the name change on the podcast, because it was originally called Coming Up Comic, but as I started to interview more people and more filmmakers, it just made sense. And filmmaking, that's something that I am also interested in doing, and documenting that indie process with you. And that's part of what this channel and this experience is about, coming up as a comedian in Chicago and also an indie filmmaker. So yes, some other things we did in 2025. Not only was there a name change, but also I did a bit of a shift from traditional podcasting to visual storytelling with my Sony Handycam 8mm camcorder. I've been capturing miscellaneous things throughout my experience as an artist in Chicago. One of those things, obviously, as I said, was the movie Be Funny, where I captured some footage interviewing the cast and crew afterward. I also captured some B-roll of Hamster in My Head, and which was filmed here in the studio. We did the pickup shots. I had Jerry on the podcast as a guest, and he saw the space and inquired about utilizing it, and it worked out. And we were able to film, I think it was about 9 hours that day. We had the cast and crew in here, and I captured it on B-roll on 8mm, and you can check that out on my YouTube page. So check that out, Hamster in My Head behind the scenes. And then that was kind of the start of the 8mm were those two experiences, filming those things. And then since then I went on to do some behind the scenes footage of wigs at Lincoln Lodge, which is really neat. I took it to the Davis Theater for the Hamster in My Head world premiere, which was very exciting. We got to see the new analog connected to the Davis Theater, which is a little video store and bar. Yeah, shout out to Analog. And also did some cool coverage of comedians swing dancing at the historic Green Mill Lounge And let's see. Oh, yeah. And not to mention the 2025 Gazelles, which was early January at the Den, and got some really exciting footage, some funny people performed at the Gazelles. It was a cool show, and it was really neat to be amongst peers and seeing people get their cool little accolades from our corner of the world, and got some really cool footage of that. So you can check out the whole thing on my YouTube, on my channel as well, obviously. And then also something coming at you that I took some cool coverage of was Welcome to the Show with my new friend, Derek Bish. He is doing a variety talk show. Very cool. Check it out on the gram. Welcome to the Show. But yeah, it's like a traveling talk show, and I was there to see the wonderful Michael Myers perform. He was hilarious. He killed. Oh my God. And then I also got to see an interview with my idol and friend, the awesome Joe Swanberg. So a very informative interview about his career in film with Derek. So yeah, check that out. Welcome to the show. Yeah, and as I said, back to Be Funny. Not only was Be Funny an awesome experience, and it was also my first real part in a movie, my first speaking role in an indie film. And I also got to help on the production side, and just honored to be part of the whole thing. But also an honor is that the very awesome Tony Fitzpatrick was also in the movie Be Funny. And it is just such an honor to share the fact that we were all in a film together. I'm friends with his son and daughter, Max and Gabby, and even his wife, Michelle. Michelle's a regular at Comedy and Caviar. The whole Fitzpatrick family frequents Le Bouchon. But yeah, I just would love to give a heartfelt condolences to the Fitzpatrick family, to Michelle, Max, Gabby. My condolences to you guys. We are still thinking of you. And yeah, Chicago's a better place because of Tony. So, let's see. So yes, as we settle into the new year, there are lots of exciting things planned. As I mentioned, the mixer, of course. We have a mixer coming up that we're super excited about. It is going to be March 1st. Check out the Instagram page for the sign-up sheet on Partyful. We are going to have Bedazzle Art by Kaylee. We're going to be doing friendship bracelets with Claire. We've got Megan Greeley on mini headshot sessions, and we are going to have a mini pop-up clothing store by the grace of God, that people bring clothes to move on from, and hopefully grab something new to them. And anything that's left behind, we will certainly be donating to a local place. But yeah, we've got that coming up. So RSVP if you're interested. This is a femme-friendly gathering. But yeah, excited to not only host that mixer and want to have future mixers as well, but also really would like to do more workshops. We did do a filmmaking workshop, frugal filmmaking workshop with my buddy John Silver last year, which was very exciting. And if you've got any ideas, please hit me up, send me a message, but definitely looking for people that are willing to host an indie workshop that we could do in a couple hours and share something like that with each other, because that's really what this podcast is about. I want it to be a community space for creators to collaborate and, just kind of make things happen that we can within what we're working with, So, we've also got a lot of guests coming on the show. Oh my gosh. I got a backlog of guests to come on this show. So very excited to get going again with the interviews, get people in here, get cheeks in seats. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're going to keep on moving forward with new guests. We've got, oh my gosh, we've got so many talented people. We've got other hosts of other podcasts coming on. We've got Ruse Radio coming up. Nathan from Kino Crew and one of the filmmakers behind Gobblehead 4 coming at you later this month. And we've got storytellers. We've got actors, actresses, you name it. We've got them coming on. So just sit tight for new and future guests. And we're going to do another remake of the Wet Girl Mixer. So that will be being filmed here again on March 1st. So really excited for that, to get some femme artists together and make things happen. People are excited to make things, and when you're an indie creator, we'll say, and you have people in all these different realms of life, and you're together and you're thinking, it just like makes things feel possible. And that's what a lot of people I find that I talk to about Chicago. They're like, Chicago is a city where you tell people your dreams, you tell them what you want to make, and your peers are like, I'll help you. Let's do it. We can do that. And again, that's going back to what I said at the top, that I do think that Chicago is like on fertile ground, and we are doing big, huge, creative things in Chicago right now, and I'm super proud to be part of it. So, that said, with this new year, they say 2026 is the year of the fire horse. What does that mean? I don't know. But I looked up some things, and hopefully this will shed some light onto the fire horse theory. So this new year, 2026, is about intensity and vitality, a combo of the horse's natural energy and the transformative power of fire, signaling a year of high passion and rapid movement. 2026 is about bold shifts, time for breakthroughs, persistence, and rebellious energy. Okay, and finally, for 2026, it is about action over stillness. Astrologers emphasize that 2026 will favor those who move first and adjust as they go. I like that. I like that a lot. So with that said, let's keep moving, folks, through 2026. through this winter into the spring and ultimately summer and fall, and then we'll do it all again. But 2026, I think, is a special year. Big things happening, and I am excited to keep going, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, if you want to keep following my journey, see what's going on in Chicago in the entertainment world a bit, follow the journey, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what's working, tell me what you'd like to see, or don't. But either way, be well, and thank you. Keep tuning in to Coming Up Comic and Film. I am your host, Kelly McG, and thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Just don't feel the same.
Sometimes I ask my guests to give themselves a call on my old phone here and tell us what they would say to their younger selves if they could. So I thought, why not? Let's do it right now. Hi, can I speak to Kelly, please? Hi, Mom. This is future Kelly. Thank you. Kelly, this is 46-year-old you. Don't freak out. I know it sounds a little weird, but I just want to let you know that I know right now you don't have the confidence, or you don't feel like you have the confidence, but just know that someday you'll have it. You'll have all the confidence you need to do everything you've ever dreamed. So keep going, girl. Bye. Love you. Bye. Peace. That's a wrap.